Good evening, tasty liquor lovers. Welcome to Swill and Grog's Beer Review, Season 2, Episode 2. And what is it that we're reviewing this evening, you may ask? We're reviewing Amsterdam Mariner Premium Lager. And what is the ABV on this? Yes, 4.8% alcohol by volume. And it's actually brewed in Holland in the same brewery that Grolsch is brewed in, I'm told. Yeah. I've drunk this before, and up until only recently, I did not know that. So, I found that very interesting because, flavour-wise, this is when I have had this in the past. It's tasted, tasted quite different. Each time I've had it. One time I had it, it tasted much like Heineken. Another time it, probably tasted a little bit like Grolsch, in fact. Anyhow, it's probably, been at least a year or two since I've had this, so I think it's high time to crack it open and pour it into a nice ice cold, well, not glass today, but 500ml Bitburger Stein. Something I used a few times in my earlier reviews, but this hasn't made an appearance for a while. Anyhow, let's open it up. Alright. Give it a nice pour. Alright. I'm giving this a fairly gentle pour, but look at the head there. It's quite impressive. Alright. Okay, so the appearance is, it's a fairly clear golden colour with, the flu still hasn't gone away. But it, seems to get worse as the evening comes on. But anyhow, I'm screwing off on a tangent there. Let's see. It's nearly 4 fingers of head there. And I'm seeing a tremendous amount of bubbles streaming up the glass. It seems to be quite heavily carbonated. That head's disappearing somewhat. It's a very foamy head. Let's just pour out the remainder here. Alright. Okay, let's have a smell of Amsterdam Mariner. I'm detecting a somewhat malty, citrusy aroma. It's not very pronounced, but that's what I am picking up. It's quite pleasant. It's not skunky at all, but I wouldn't expect a beer that has come all the way to Australia in a can to be skunky. Anyhow, I think it's time for the most important part, the taste test. Alright. Alright, well, it's got a fairly sweet, malty flavour. And, quite a lemony, citrusy flavour as well that does give it a bit of zing. And, there's some quite mild hop bitterness there as well. it's not bad. Yeah, but yeah, it's odd really, because yeah, it's really not how I remember it. But like I said, I mean, every time I've had it, it's always yeah, it's always tasted quite different. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like yeah, that sorry, this time round that yeah, I mean yeah, it's different yet again. Anyway, let's have some more. That's not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. I remember it being very average. No, it's quite a good balance of flavours, and yeah, I mean it is it is very drinkable too. I dare say I probably prefer this over Heineken, as a matter of fact. Yeah, probably not quite as good as Grolsch though, but yeah, it's yeah, certainly certainly preferable to Heineken. Geez, anyway, I best stop drinking that for a moment and, yeah, give it a rating out of 10. Okay, well, it's, yeah, it's probably not a beer you would describe as extraordinary, but it's far from ordinary, and it's quite drinkable. Yeah, I mean, I find it quite satisfying, quite refreshing. Um, yeah, I mean, I have to wonder if the next time I drink it, it's going to taste like this, because, yeah, like I said, every time I have drunk it, it's always tasted quite different. And yeah, I mean, yeah, this time round, it's yet again, yeah, a totally different flavour. Perhaps they're constantly reformulating it or something, but it's rather odd. Yeah. Yeah, but at least this time around, yeah, I'm quite impressed and quite surprised, as a matter of fact, because yeah, I do remember it being quite ordinary. But anyhow, I'd probably be inclined to give it 7.5. It's yeah, it's decent. Well, a little bit more than decent, but yeah, it doesn't blow my mind. It's certainly you know, no Paulana. But it's not bad. It's drinkable. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyhow, that brings us to the end of yet another Swill and Grog beer review. So until next time, fare thee well.